Debi has two great loves, fashion and French food. Fashion came first as she and her partner Bruce started a small suburban retail business and served snacks and coffee to her loyal customers. A new theater soon brought in pre-show patrons looking for lunches and dinners, so they threw in some burners and desperately tried to do both by operating a tiny bistro in the front of her store. Unfortunately, trying to double dip has put the business in serious jeopardy. The clothing customers have dried up, and the lack of a proper kitchen has prevented her from properly transforming into a restaurant. Debi wants to close the retail business for good and fully invest in running a French bistro. Restaurant Makeover is sending executive chef David Adjey,
chefs write menus, not owners,
and top designer Glen Peloso
Is nothing gonna happen in this kitchen?
to remove the racks and provide her with a proper kitchen and dining room, making her dream of running a true French restaurant into a reality.
They got a coat rack.
That's good. Glen and I are standing in the middle of this place, and we don't know what it is. It certainly doesn't look like a restaurant. There's no clothes there, so what are they talking about? Fashion restaurant.
Chef David Adjey trained at the prestigious Culinary Institute of America and is heading kitchens from New York to California and back to Toronto. He's the visionary behind David Adjey Cuisine and chef for the Hollywood A-list.
Look at this stuff.
I don't know, it has that kind of antique store feel, maybe.
The first thing I feel is complete bridge club. Oh my God. When's the last time you saw a carnation on the table?
I see, you know, my Nanny Peloso's tablecloths and some of her old furniture. It's eclectic. We have a big desk over there with nice flowers. Seems like it's a mistake.
Glen Peloso has spent the last 10 years working on over 200 design contracts through Europe and North America.
And it also has kind of an art gallery sort of feel. There's lots of little bits of art. But I like the building, though. You got to give it that.
No, the
It's a
building's
very
beautiful.
Cool building. It looks like that's probably an original ceiling, which is quite cool. We have the room divider that doesn't actually divide anything because you can see through it.
Menu.
Soup de jour.
But look at everything. There's like
Escargot.
escargot, coq au vin here, steak frites. One look at the menu, I can tell that there's either a chef here or someone that knows French food has put together this menu. That's a good sign, a convection oven. That.
No, that can't be the kitchen. You know
That
what?
does not match this. This is like your home stove. Well, there's only one answer here. Let's go upstairs and see what we can find. I want to know who owns this place. Who has put this together?
Hey.
Hi, I'm Glen.
Hi, I'm Debbie.
Nice to meet you, Debbie.
David.
Bruce.
Hi, good to meet you.
What's your
David.
name?
Bruce.
Hey, Bruce, David. Good to meet you.
So, this is a clothing store?
We originally started with high-end designer fashion. We started doing internet sales of clothing. That worked well. We wanted to supplement it with a brick-and-mortar store. My sister-in-law, who's a chef, came in and she started out running just a little coffee shop with some pastry so our shoppers could come in, shop a little bit, have a coffee, socialize.
Was downstairs originally closed downstairs?
Yes. Yes, that's right. The clothing, there's the clear screen through the middle that actually separated the two businesses, so you wouldn't actually touch the clothes with sticky pastry fingers. Eventually, we got into doing some lunches. When the Rose Theater opened, we started doing dinners. That was around the same time my sister-in-law had an injury and was no longer able to stand and cook. Eventually, she left, so I was all of a sudden pulled into the restaurant end of it, had to work out a full dinner menu. So it has all my favorite French foods on it.
She's put all of her favorite French food on it, hired this young chef named Steve who, you know, somehow manages to get stuff out.
It's the physical space that dictates a menu. When you said you wrote a menu with the stuff that you like and your favorites, you did it the opposite way. Like you need to make a choice between restaurant or fashion?
We'd made the decision, and we're the kind of people that once we make a decision, we stick to it. We're very honorable, and we want to give our whole energy to making the restaurant work.
Well, I mean, I like the retail. Like this is, you know.
Can I get this? Can I get this with steak free?
I'm glad the fashion isn't completely gone, because, you know, I did find a jacket that I quite liked, and it seemed to fit well, and I might just keep it. Now, if Restaurant Makeover doesn't come in and give you a hand, what happens?
I don't know what we're going to do. We're too far ahead financially to be able to sort of back out of the restaurant right now. We don't have the kitchen capacity to be able to push out and deliver the meals.
They have made the commitment not to be fashion. They're going to be a restaurant, but that kitchen, come on. There's no way that you can cook consistently great food off of, you know, electric burners, 4 electric burners. They're going to need a real kitchen, or people are going to stop coming and they're going to be closed.
Okay.
Yes. Stop. What is this?
This is our original coffee shop here. And as you can see the kitchen as it progressed. My father came down in the summer and put a couple of cooktops in. Up until that point, we cooked our full menu as you've seen it from one propane burner in our oven. Every bit of furniture we own is here. My dining room table, my grandmother's cupboards. The corner cupboard came out of our family room around Christmas.
Is there anything in this space that you really love?
I love the ceiling. We can't touch the ceiling as well because the Historic Society took some pictures of it and said, you better not touch that ceiling. I like my tablecloths. I made them all.
What about these room dividers?
I'd like them gone.
Okay. In your best dreams, what is this space after we're done?
A real French restaurant with a real kitchen, with a wall that separates the kitchen from the dining room.
But it sounds relatively doable.
I like this story. You know, the one thing about Debi that you can't teach in this business is passion. And she has it. I must say, I like the commitment that you want to be a restaurant and no more fashion or clothes or anything around like that. I like that. You know that Restaurant Makeover will match you dollar for dollar. Your $15,000 and our $15,000 will give us $30,000. And that's what we're going to need to do this.
We're ready to go all the way. We're ready to take this right out to the end. And quite honestly, this would be the end. I'm feeling comfortable with you, gentlemen.
Get it up.
Mm-hmm. Like they said.
We can lose our house is huge. That our kids won't have a place to live.
And don't forget those zeros.
Lots of zeros.
Sorry, children, we've lost the restaurant and the house. We're taking a small 1-bedroom.
Glenn, it looks good.
Very well done. Welcome to Restaurant Makeover.
Thank you.
Bruce?
Welcome.
Thanks for the money.
Thank you very much.
Vive la France.
$15,000 is a lot of money. It's money we didn't have. We borrowed the money to be able to do this because we know we're not going to be able to move forward without it.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
You can't be here without me and Glen. I don't know where the hell Glen is. And where's Glen? Glen nowhere to be found.
Superstar chef David Adjey and top designer Glen Peloso have made an executive decision. They're closing up shop on the retail side of this confusing business and focusing all their efforts into creating a proper French bistro. There's not even a kitchen in place yet, but they have to do the entire makeover in just 6 days.
I got this beautiful platform here. Everything's set up for retail store. And now we're gonna convert it into restaurant. What do you think? Nice shirt, eh? Hello? Just do my job. I'm gonna trash the place. Ugh. Damn, they're all heavy.
So, what we want to do here is we want to go from your basic retail, come on in and buy a dress, to come on in and have dinner. What we have to do is help them turn what used to be a retail business, get rid of the retail, and move it on to being a full-scale French bistro that has a viable kitchen, a viable dining room, and can service the clientele that seems to clearly like coming here. We're gonna get rid of that center art, whatever wall down the middle of the restaurant. We're going to put in 2 huge harvest tables, and they will be actually in hardwood, so that there'll be a beautiful wooden table. And over those tables, we're going to have these enormous chandeliers. Now,
No more like granny tablecloths.
no granny tablecloths, going to be white tablecloths.
Wasn't this a kitchen? This is a kitchen. There's no kitchen. There's just chairs here.
Yeah.
Well, where the hell's my kitchen?
Well, we'll get to that. Moving along towards the back, they will give them a new bar. The bar front's going to be in all this carved stained wood with inlays of granite in the center, and the top of it will also be this granite with some copper flecks in it. We'll move along to the back. Towards the back here, we have the 2 banquettes. The base of the banquette will be in this fabric. The backs will be like this. The kitchen in its location has to go.
I'm not good at taking fabric walls down. This used to be their kitchen. This is the back wall of the kitchen. Demolition of the kitchen's done.
We're going to paint out the ceiling into a really warm sort of golden color like this, so that we really enhance the ceiling. And we're going to change the floors, rip them all out. Put in new floors that are going to be this beautiful, warm hardwood, so it's going to be a more traditional sort of place.
You know, go from fashion, take it to a bistro. Everything was fine, but where's the kitchen?
And then we create these 2 partition walls.
I'm going to put up a wall, a big, huge wall that's going to separate the kitchen from the dining room.
From there back is called the I don't care space,
Oh, great.
also known as the kitchen.
You put up the walls, and I'll figure out with Igor where everything's gonna go.
I have a sneaky suspicion I'm going to somehow end up in the kitchen doing probably lots of things.
On demo day, we were getting kind of anxious to see what was going on, and we were supposed to meet Glen. Something happened to him, so we went to the store.
You can't be here. What are you doing here?
All hell was broke loose. The floor was tore up, and there was people everywhere.
This is brand new floor. We just put the floor down. And we upgraded. We paid more money
Thanks
for it.
feedback, but you cannot be wrong. You gotta go. You can't be inside
Bruce,
here.
counter's gone.
Igor's yelling, get out of here, get out of here. And then David comes up, he's got like a wrench in his hand.
Can't be here without me and Glen. I don't know where the hell Glen is. And where's Glen? Glen nowhere to be found.
Man,
Get out.
ready.
I just want them out. Get out. They can't come in here without Glen and me. No.
Gotta go,
Get them
guys.
out. Get them out.
As long as the ceiling stays, but we're okay.
I'm trying to deal with the banquettes, I'm trying to deal with the chairs, I'm trying to deal with the elements that are French, and I'm trying to call them, say, I'm a little bit behind, I'm gonna be a little bit late. I can't get them on their cell phone, I can't get them on the home phone. So finally I get there, and they just barged right in and had a look-see around.
Thanks for stranding me, leaving me on my own.
I'm like, just shut up and move on. I don't care whether they saw the restaurant, whatever. This is what we've got to do.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
So when are we gonna divide up the kitchen space?
I might get to it today. I have all the material here.
That'd be great.
We will divide it, but what's gonna be behind the walls?
We're opening a French Bistro in, 5 days, and we have, no kitchen. That's a bit of a concern.
Design star Glen Peloso has big plans for Aggie Martin. He's created a warm, rustic design for Debi to finally serve her customers in French Bistro style. He's even made space for a proper kitchen. But it's up to superstar chef David Adjey to furnish this kitchen and manufacture a memorable menu.
You put up the walls, and I'll figure out with Igor where everything's gonna go.
And only 5 days remain to pull the whole transformation off.
So it's day 2 of construction. I'm feeling relatively happy. I can see that the floors are going in, the ceiling is starting to be painted. I think this is really gonna be quite great. And I'm looking around for Igor, and I see he's over chatting with a mannequin. So I'm just wondering if, I can take you away. What is your friend's name, by the way?
Doesn't matter what's your name or where you come from. It's all about being cool.
I don't want to break up whatever relationship he can manage to forge that's actually lasting and meaningful for him. And if you'll just excuse us for one brief minute, Igor and I are just gonna take a little walk through. Can we just walk through the restaurant for a second?
The only way this restaurant is going to succeed is that chef has the same amount of passion that Debi has. Steve, listen, I'm stuck in the back door.
We weaseled Debi's house to cook at because
you know, we can't get in the kitchen, they're still building it at the restaurant.
But apparently the kitchen's not in working order right now, so.
Well, the kitchen wasn't in working order before. And I looked down, there's 4 electric burners. It's almost the same. I mean, you got 4 burners here, you had what,
Yeah,
6
minus
over
2 burners. I'm about the same as the restaurant right now.
there? And what is with all this French stuff? Everything's French. I mean, she's hung up about this in a weird way.
I am loving the way these floors look. They're brilliant. So when are we going to divide up the kitchen space?
I might get to it today. I have all the material here.
That'd be great.
We will divide it, but what's going to be behind the walls?
We're opening a French Bistro in 5 days, and we have, no kitchen. That's a bit of a concern. There's a fellow who I work with on occasion. His name is David Adjey. I don't see him here. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's doing anything about that.
The first dish I'll make you is coq au vin, wine, chicken, put a little olive oil in the pan, a little garlic, some shallots, put a little bacon in there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add my chicken breasts to the pan.
How are we doing with the bar? No place? Am I a little in it? Am I jumping?
I have the drawing for the bar. I have everything for the bar, but we need to put the kitchen together. And I know Dave is not going to be very helpful.
There's a huge theater across the street.
The theater has definitely been a bonus for us.
But you get 40 or 50 people in there, you're swamped. There's no way, I couldn't cook that many covers off of 4 burners.
To do 15 people, I feel like I've done 160 covers. It's when I get the volume that starts coming in now that are hearing that the food's really good. And then I'm not able to produce the food for that amount of people. Okay. So the quality goes down.
Once I feel all good and confident about my bar, then I'll turn my mind to the kitchen. Let's go stand over there.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deglaze with some brandy.
There you go.
So I'm going to put a bouquet garni in here. It's a selection of various herbs and usually wrapped up with a leek or put in a cheesecloth.
Now, when you came in, was there sort of a recipe to the dishes?
I've basically taken the menu for what it was, and I didn't have any manual to cook anything. I came in and I just read the menu, and I've done it from there myself. I've inherited this menu.
Yeah, well, rule number 1 is chefs write menus, not owners.
Yes.
What I hope to give you at the end of this is an amazing kitchen that works, and also
awesome.
And empower you, because now you have me, right? Strength in numbers to say to Debbie, hey, this is the menu that we're going to cook.
Much more wine. And we'll just let that cook.
Are these your dinner plates?
They're Debbie's dinner plates. She uses them in the restaurant, actually.
Yuck.
I've got some nice mixed carrots for you. Some red pepper in here for some color. I've already blanched these asparagus.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add them to here.
Throw them in.
Oven roasted mini red potatoes. Here, I got some of my root vegetables.
Very nice.
Nice chicken on there. This is coq au vin.
You know what, Steve? The flavor's there. I like it. It's straightforward. It's bistro food. Use everything so far as being great ingredients.
He was pretty complimentary compared to how I've seen him with other people.
It's going to cost me about $1,000 just to do the granite inlays, which I think would look brilliant, but I could also maybe do various things of stained wood, which would make it less expensive. Because the budget's so tight, do I go with the granite, which would be a really beautiful feature? Should I go with, woods and stains, which will also work and it would be a little bit more budget conscious? I don't know, I'm wondering what you think.
I really don't care. We can make it beautiful out of wood. We can make it beautiful with granite. Personally, I think your initial design is really good. Keep the granite. You have no money, go with wood, but make up your mind. Listen, if you just need somebody to talk to, my buddy's in that corner. You can just sit down next to him. He's always willing to listen.
I don't know, it seems to be working for him, so I'm gonna go have a little yik-yak with him. Frank!
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
What is going on in the kitchen? Like, you're cooking here, that's great, but there's nothing in the kitchen.
It's like, I'm getting the kitchen. Everything's going to be okay.
Do we have gas? Do we have a hookup? Do we have a vent? Do we have a hood?
I do the kitchen. I'm not a gas fitter. You take care of that.
Executive Chef David Adjey knows French cuisine and is surprised that Steve is competent in the kitchen. His mission for Aggie Martin is to dump owner Debbie's menu and come up with a new one that plays to the specific strengths of the person cooking. Meanwhile, design superstar Glen Peloso is making good headway in his dining room design. But he's concerned about the non-existent kitchen. Chef David has promised he'll take care of things, but so far, nothing's been done. The bistro opens in a few days, and Glen's crossing his fingers for food on the table.
What I'm going to do, I'm using some Spanish onions. They've got a little extra sugar in them. The second dish I made was the traditional French onion soup. That's probably going to take a little while to cook down.
So it's day 3 of construction. I'm working away, and we made this deal. Everything from one side of the wall is me, everything from the other side of the wall is Dave.
You put up the walls, and I'll figure out with Igor where everything's gonna go.
And I'm not feeling confident, so I need to find out where he's cooking. So I find out where he's cooking, and I go there. Hi, sorry to interrupt. Excuse me, what is going on with? Hi, I'm Glen.
I want to find out who ratted me out and told Glen that I was at Debbie's house.
Hi,
Steve. Sorry, I just need to have a word with.
Okay,
What is going on with the kitchen? Like, you're cooking here, that's great, but there's nothing in the kitchen.
It's like, I'm getting the kitchen. Everything's gonna be okay.
Do we have gas? Do we have a hookup? Do we have a vent? Do we
Listen,
have a
I do the kitchen. I'm not a gas fitter. You take care of that. He can figure out the gas. That's his job.
Which means I'll figure it out. Great.
Yeah.
That's great. I guess I'm taking care of that too, even though it seems to be on your side of the wall.
I'm just going to add some white wine. Once I bring this to a boil, all I'm going to do is add some beef stock, which I made yesterday.
That soup needs a bit of sherry.
I don't seem to have the sherry here right
That's
now.
okay.
Unfortunately.
That's okay. Real cheese, big hit with that.
But you can't go light on the cheese, eh? French onion soup.
Oh, it's like from the gates of hell hot. It's good. Like, I can see why you sell this soup. I like sherry in that because I think that soup needs it. You know, for the masses, that's a great onion soup. What's the last dish?
We're going to be doing a chicken crepe. We serve that at dinner. Actually, Debbie runs 3 completely different menus.
You have to put dishes on the menu that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I agree.
Last dish, crepes. You can't go wrong.
First thing we're going to do is make just a hollandaise sauce, a basic hollandaise sauce.
Everything was there, and then it just went to crap in front of my eyes.
She's not going to break on me.
Oh, she'll break. You have eggs and you have oil, and they come apart. That's a break. So by taking cold yolks and putting hot butter in, it's never gonna work. You have to bring your egg yolks up to temperature over a double boiler. This is what happens as a chef when you don't take ownership of your menu. Menus have to be built around the person that cooks it.
He stands by the fact that owners don't write menus, chefs do, and I stand by that also.
I have to show Steve how to make hollandaise. Give me 2 sprigs of fresh thyme. Sprigs, good. Some tarragon. I'm gonna do a little bit of lemon, some white vinegar there. Big figure 8s. You don't wanna aerate those, okay? Keep going. And a little bit of that reduction in there. See, Sabayon. I can tell that is pretty darn close to perfect. The peas were frozen, the chicken was dry.
Some peas. Now, if I were to use the hollandaise sauce and add it to the pan and warm it and add cheddar to it, would it separate? Would it break?
I think we should do it and see
what happens?
See what happens. I know the answer.
And a little bit of aged 10-year-old white cheddar.
See the butter in the pan?
Yes.
So all the effort that we took to stabilize the butter in the sauce, what's happening?
It's separating now.
Yeah.
Essentially, what I would be doing is making a Mornay sauce, is what it is. A bechamel with cheese.
You know these things and you're doing it wrong because that's what she wants.
Chicken crepe.
Here goes nothing. When you said to me, oh, it's like making a Mornay sauce, like bechamel with cheese, I know you got it in you. I want you to be able to, you know, put your personality on the menu.
Last night, I went to our suppliers, looked at the granite. I was digging through the pile and I needed to lower the price. There's no money at all. And I found a piece that has a faded spot and it's a write-off for company. They can't put it anywhere. They gave me a really good discount. Didn't cost us much and it was enough to do the whole bar. I can hide it with the trim and it will look sort of like he designed, very close to what he wanted, but it will have granite.
Salad, French onion soup, I thought was perfect. Wrap, you know, what part of France does that belong to? Time to get rid of this crap. No more chili, no more schnitzel. We're gonna take that menu, compress it into 12 solid items, and every one of those items, French Bistro. Can you do 12 items at lunchtime?
Oh, easily. I think he made some very common sense choices.
The dinner menu's great. You have the crepe, there's steak frites, chateaubriand. Like the chateaubriand, it's a great dish, but it's not for Aggie Martin. If they're gonna do beef for two, you need a dish that's a little bit more user-friendly. So dinner menu, I think we should tone it down like we did the lunch. 3 of the strongest dishes that he does, because it's a new restaurant. People are coming in almost for the first time, because everything you did before was bull, because it was a clothing store. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Some of the staple French dishes are I'm going to keep because they're definitely good dishes. So there's definitely ones that we have to get rid of, and the menu needed to be streamlined, obviously, which David has expressed to me, and I agree with him wholeheartedly.
I'm gonna just show you some things that I think have that French feel to it. You know what? Slow food needs fast food. So we're gonna go half and half. Some of your slow items, and I'm gonna show you some of my fast items.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
Is nothing gonna happen in this kitchen? Is it just gonna stay like this? We're on day 4, guys. There's not even David Adjey is not here, let alone there's no restaurant equipment in here to cook on. I'm feeling a little, frankly, pissed off about what a mess the kitchen is in.
Top designer Glen Peloso doesn't know it yet, but he's in luck. Despite the shrinking budget, Igor has managed to score some damaged granite at a steal, so Glen's design plan won't be compromised. Culinary wizard David Adjey has slashed and trashed the menu, streamlining both lunch and dinner into a manageable number of greatest hits. Now, he needs to focus on getting a new kitchen put in on time and on budget. There are only 3 days left.
As my grandfather used to say, if you're looking for a helping hand, look at the end of your arm. So I pick up the phone and I call Anthony. I don't have a hood vent and I don't have gas, and I need it as soon as I can get it.
Yeah, like house.
Like today. I know it's really tight, but I would really appreciate it.
Okay, I gotta juggle some stuff.
Anthony's such a great guy. He always comes through for me, so I'm not really that worried. I'm just worried about how quickly he can get here and how much work there is to do once he gets here. Oh, come on, Is nothing gonna happen in this kitchen? Is it just gonna stay like this? We're on day 4, guys. There's not even David Adjey is not here, let alone there's no restaurant equipment in here to cook on. I'm feeling a little, frankly, pissed off about what a mess the kitchen is in. Well, it's looking good from this side of the wall.
Why are you screaming like a...
Well, there's not, it's day 4. There's not one single thing in the kitchen. It looks like we started at day 1.
by the way, I got a little surprise for you. This is all gonna be the shape where Grandma's actually cutting it right now.
Wow.
And then you're gonna have the same shape. You're gonna have 4 pieces at the front.
Looks fantastic. My only question is, did this fall off the back of a truck? It's actually gone to find me granite.
I found a damaged piece and they gave me a really good discount, so almost got it for nothing. Fits in your budget. The only way I can get a hug from Glen, apparently, is if I get him something for cheap.
He found it, he repaired it, he put it up, and it looks brilliant. I think the ceiling looks
You know what
great.
good thing would be? Why don't you call him? Why don't you ask him what's going on?
All right.
Steve, it's time for you and I to cook together.
You have reached the voicemail box of
David Adjey.
Put on your restaurant makeover apron so you don't get soiled.
And we're over at Deb's house again in the wonderful kitchen.
So the first dish I want to make is the skate wing. So I want to make some celery root here. So my idea is to have food that's super fresh, but really quick in a limited kitchen. Skate wing is perfect for Steve. The only one thing I want to do to switch it up is take it off the bone, so to speak, and give it to him so we can do it fast, quick, and fresh.
Push it in.
Okay, right there.
Hell, you know what? I knew this was gonna happen. So I'm talking to Igor about what we're gonna do about the kitchen, how we're gonna take care of this. I've let him know that I've called someone about gas. I'm not sure exactly when they're gonna get here because they've had to juggle their schedule.
You quit bitching, please.
Well, where is
please.
he?
Where were you when the owners came in on the demo day? Where mess was everywhere and David had to take care of them.
My phone's gone off 40 times. It's Glen calling. Where's the kitchen? It's here, man. Fourth day, kitchen's here.
All right. It's a very good point.
Let's just put it together.
But finally, there's a knock on the door. I figure it must be David. But no, it's the restaurant equipment that's coming in. Hey! Well, we have equipment. We don't have
right,
but we have equipment.
Maybe David wasn't around, but he got the equipment. He came, he didn't even have to show up. So, Glenn, after all that blah, 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 it's your turn. Show us what you can do. We need gas now.
I'm gonna use a little bit of slab bacon here. Love it with the skates. And I want that really caramelized. Thinking about what direction you want to take the menu?
I'm not too sure exactly where I want to go with it. I'd like to see what happens with the restaurant first, and we'll see where we go from there.
I'll make sure that she understands that, you know, her days of writing menus are over. Clams. Put a couple shrimp in here.
The lemon zest. Yeah. Looks tremendous. A little wine.
So we'll start building our sauce. Fresh basil, fresh tarragon. You're dealing with a theater crowd.
Yeah.
You want hard and fast. So we don't really have to think about stuff that's fast for us to cook.
Yes.
But fast to eat. There you go. Skate wing with celery root hash.
Get some of that hash in there. That's delicious. The skate wing dish was tremendous. It's layers of flavor, different layers.
Hi, Igor.
Yep.
Anthony.
Well, after all, Glenn came through. He found some people to do gas.
I just took a look at your kitchen. There's nothing we can do until you rip that back wall out and put concrete board up. You're gonna have to take out everywhere the hood is. It has to be 18 inches all the way around, fireproof. Until then, there's nothing we can do.
What if I have it done overnight? Can you come back tomorrow?
I'll see if I have any workers to send you.
We also find out that now the wall has to be fire rated, so all of the drywall has to come down, cement board has to go up. So now what I have to do is I have to take Igor out of the restaurant, put him in the kitchen to take down the wall. Not in the plan, not in the budget, and frankly, not my job.
This is gonna be one beautiful kitchen.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
Almost needs a red pepper in there for color, eh?
Wrong. You can always tell a little inexperience is where they want to interject, you know, a bright red or something else on the plate.
We spent the whole night putting concrete board, fire rating the wall in the kitchen, the whole crew, all night. We're done, half a day is gone, and guess guys, of course, are not here yet.
After handling the kitchen equipment crisis, Executive Chef David Adjey is now teaching Steve all the tricks to feeding and turning over a theater crowd in record time. And just as top designer Glen Peloso thought things were finally back on track, he got some unfortunate news. The kitchen now needs to be fireproofed, which means entire walls must come down. The crew has to switch gears fast, and they're already way behind schedule. The reopening will wait for nothing, and there's only 1 day left.
I saw on your dinner menu you had the
Chateaubriand.
Chateaubriand. Great dish. Not what I think of bistro. Now here's a dish for him. It's not high priced like the Chateaubriand. It's right in his price point. Super fun, and the potato galette, that rocks. You can't get any more French than galette potatoes.
Look at that, eh?
Wow.
It's tremendous.
And then we're gonna fire this thing right in the oven.
The butter in there?
Yeah, let's put it in. Salt. Now see, I didn't wash the potato. Super key. The trick is, don't wash those potatoes after you peel them, because that starch holds everything together and gives them that crisp. Just any sort of non-stick mat will do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go like this. Put another mat over top. This one in. throw it in the oven.
Walls are built, drywall's up, everything's plastered, ready for painting. Graham is putting veneer on the bar. It looks really beautiful. We got granite all cut. It's already installed, glued on. I gotta trim the bar. I gotta do all that fancy trim around the granite. Stanley's sending the trim work. He's getting trim ready. It looks really nice. Shape is beautiful. And Olga's painting the walls. And this is actually the last wall. We spent the whole night putting concrete board, fire rating the wall in the kitchen. The whole crew all night. We're done. Half a day is gone. And guys, of course, are not here yet. There's a lot of work to do. There's just one day left.
Beef is in the oven. It's gonna take a bit.
Okay.
We got the galette potatoes in. I want Steve to see what salads can be, especially when it's cold outside. A warm salad, mushrooms and goat cheese. Frise is a killer, great lettuce. Blonde frise is one of the only lettuces that can take the heat of a hot dressing. It will stand up to it, and it still has a wonderful mouth texture. So we're just gonna use a sliced shallot. So let's get those bad boys in there. Let's lay those mushrooms in there. These little honey mushrooms. Beautiful. I'm not gonna be shy with my oil, with my vinegar, because I wanna build that as my dressing. You know, sound principles here, right?
Yep.
Fresh pepper, a little bit of brandy, a little bit of balsamic. I want a vinegar that has a little bit of sweetness to battle the saltiness of the bacon. I got a great goat cheese. You get that fig goat cheese, it's gonna be awesome. Pour it right over top, and I'll burn my hands. Frise, honey mushroom, and goat cheese salad. People look at this and they're like, oh, you know, it's just a salad, it's so simple. Yeah, it's simple, but that's what the whole food is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about simple.
Get some of that nice bacon in there. That's amazing.
It's a good salad,
That is
huh?
amazing.
Good enough to call your own?
Oh yeah. If there's one thing I would take card as my own dish out of that the experience with David, it would have to be the salad, because that's just unreal.
The gas guys just showed up. Good thing they showed up with stainless steel and everything, and they started working right away.
French white turnips.
The beef rib dish with some fresh seasonal vegetables, some baby squash, and some green beans. And very simple, very clean. It's beautiful.
Take a clove of garlic.
Right there.
The gasket's connected, the stainless is up, everything is connected, it's all going to work beautifully, thank God. And finally, my job is done. No, wait a minute. The job that wasn't supposed to be my job, the job that I tacked on to my original job is done, and now I can actually go back to my job.
I'm really, really happy that we went with the granite. It was worth it. It looks really nice.
Our au jus is looking pretty darn good.
They're blanched enough now.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Almost needs a red pepper in there for color, right?
Wrong. You can always tell a little inexperience is where they want to interject, you know, a bright red or something else on the plate where the beauty's already in the vegetables. I want it to just fall on the plate, okay? Potato galette, beef rib steak with galette potatoes.
That's so good. I definitely would order that if I went to a restaurant.
You know, tomorrow, new restaurant.
Oh.
And everything that we went through today, I want you to kick it out. I want you to own it. I want you to be your own.
He basically said he felt pretty confident about the fact that I could knock out those dishes pretty well. Great direction.
And listen, Steve, it was great cooking with you.
I was pretty happy with the fact that, you know, Dave didn't really give me a lot of slack for things. So in the end of it, I think I came out pretty unscathed.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
2, 3. Debbie and Bruce just walk into the restaurant, and I can't believe what I just heard. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know if she likes it or not.
Aggie Martin has finally thrown out its boutique hangers and is ready to turn over its new leaf as a full-time French restaurant. Top chef David Adjey has empowered young chef Steve to take control of the menu back from the owners and make these simple French bistro dishes his own. Designer Glen has poured his blood, sweat, and tears into the design, and Debi and Bruce are about to witness the birth of their new bistro.
It's reveal day, and guess what? Steve has a real kitchen. He has 6 burners, he's got a grill, he's got a convection oven, lots of refrigeration. It's not perfect, but you know what? No more complaining. He needs to build it out from here and start cooking French food.
Things are starting to come together. The finishing touches are going on. The art is going up. The mirrors are going up. The lights are all in. The chairs are all in. Flowers. It's starting to actually look like a real restaurant.
Well, you know what? This is just, it pains me to say this after what you put me through. But the restaurant's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. You know, the kitchen looks great. Thanks again for, you know, making the gas. You know, I'll have to check that the next time we work together, like who's doing what.
Looks really warm, classy. It actually looks like the kind of place where you might want to actually come and have dinner. It doesn't look like an afterthought retail space.
2, 3.
Oh, hey.
Debbie and Bruce just walked into the restaurant. I can't believe what I just heard. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know if she likes it or not.
Oh my goodness, that's great. And here we are looking at the new restaurant, which is extremely exciting, And you can see all the changes and things that we had in the back of our mind we knew needed to be done, and Glen's done them. Of course, he's done them better than we could have done them, obviously.
Wow. Chairs, real chairs.
Real chairs.
Right.
We have real chairs.
Change the chairs, change the floor. The floor now is gorgeous, absolutely.
Gorgeous.
It's got more body to it. You can definitely feel it when you walk in, the warmth and wow.
Love the color. Oh my God, this is the color in my kitchen at home. God, you won't believe this. Before Christmas, I was out saying, if only Bruce would let me buy these chairs. The details are beyond belief. The harvest tables that Igor built, the harvest tables are, they're absolutely incredible.
The bar.
Oh my God, look at the top. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
That is, I know, I saw the detail on it.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. It goes perfect with the building. The bar, I
Bar's
mean,
beautiful.
they're stunning. This is everything we were looking for, isn't it? And the banquettes in the back are
Banquettes are neat, yeah.
fabulous. We still have the room in the back where we can do the larger groups.
Apparently David's ran off with the kitchen though.
This is your restaurant, and behind that wall is Steve's kitchen.
Can we go visit Steve in his kitchen?
Oh, no. Steve is very busy right now.
Stay out of the kitchen. Yeah, it makes sense. Of course, you know, we've been babying this since day one, and it's hard to stay out of the kitchen, but yeah, he's right. He's absolutely correct.
Okay, open them up.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous.
What do you think?
That's amazing. My first impression was I didn't think that there was actually this much room in the restaurant. And when I saw the wall at the back, immediately I was like, yes, I got a kitchen.
We got a sandwich table there for you. That's your convection oven, but we put a grill. And it's 6 burners, but 6 gas burners. A real oven, hood, stainless steel flashing.
Everything that I could need right now. It's amazing. That's mind-blowing.
I know. Oh my God.
There you go.
Get a nice sear going on that.
Oh, lovely. It's gorgeous.
You know what these are?
Oval plates?
Yeah, they're not my oval plates, they're your oval plates. It's beautiful, this is what your food's on, okay? It almost feels like a real kitchen, man. It feels like a real kitchen.
I could easily do these dishes in my own kitchen. There you go.
Don't be shy, don't be shy.
The greens are wonderful, the color.
Wow.
Okay. Skate wing with celery root hash.
Wow, look at that.
Very good. That looks beautiful. Wow.
Do you notice the plates? They're bistro plates.
Very, very nice.
No more plates that we don't know where they're from.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat food off of bistro plates.
Basically, your granny called and she wanted her plates back.
Very good. Very nice.
Very, very nice.
Very beautiful. It's great.
I think for our customers from the Rose Theatre, that's a perfect dish.
You were the chef here before.
What do you think? Oh, that's good. Really good.
Okay.
Get that goat cheese nice and soft.
Yeah,
Mixed
that's what
in
it is.
with
It creams up in the dressing. So divide it 2 plates.
It's classy, it's elegant, it's a place that I think both Bruce and Debbie can feel proud to open the door. Stephen can feel proud to cook in it. Frankly, my job is done.
This is so staying on the menu.
And that frise is the only lettuce that stands up to like a warm dressing.
Definitely a keeper, definitely a keeper.
What do you think? Do you like it?
We're glad that Steve's taking ownership and running the kitchen.
I think Monsieur Bruce is gonna love this one. Beautiful. Let me see. Beautiful restaurant, working kitchen, no clothes in sight. You know what, Debi and Bruce? I want you to always remember the first rule in restaurants is chefs write menus, not owners.
And I know David Adjey said, #1 rule, you know, chefs make menus, not owners. And he was teaching me a little lesson there.
Excellent, man.
Good job. Let's take it out.
So nice, eh?
Here we have a pan-seared rib steak with Glen potatoes.
Very good, Steve.
Very tasty.
Debbie, Bruce, cheers. And here's to the future and the new Aggie Martin.
Wow.
Look at that.
It is your 75th restaurant.
Okay, one more time. I'm not 75.
Happy 75th!
I really, only my grandparents and Igor
know what
have, you know, celebrated their 75th.
Cheers.
Is it really 75 restaurants?
Yeah.
Guys,
God, I've known you for 75 restaurants.
cheers!
Cheers. Cheers.
To 75th restaurant
Whatever you guys say.
makeover.
Congratulations.
No, this is truly, you know, a French-style lunch.
Is it lunchtime?
Bah oui, c'est parfait. Je veux rien. Je dors maintenant.
Is he swearing again?